Hello guys, welcome back once again to my YouTube channel. This is a sequel to a video that I made before about the importance of taking social media breaks. I'm going to link it somewhere in this video. After that video, someone asked me, what exactly do you do when you're on social media breaks? A couple of people try to go on social media breaks and you realize that few days into that social media break you get bored. Some people even get depressed or start feeling anxious because social media was that one thing that connected you with the world, and when you remove it there is just this big void. There is nothing to fill that void, and you wake up every day feeling empty, feeling like you're missing out on something, feeling like the world has left you behind and nobody cares about you. There's just a lot of things that can come into your mind when you're on a social media break. The reason for that is because you took a social media break without planning for it. Social media breaks is not just something you wake up one day and just drop your phone. What I'm giving you is 24 hours and you're going to install back all your apps or pick up your phone again, because without proper planning, social media breaks can actually feel very boring and exhausting. So I just wanted to share some of the things that I do when I go on social media breaks, just so in case you want to go on social media breaks, you can start doing those things so that your social media break periods can be really rewarding and pay off in the end. Okay, let's get into that. So the first thing that you have to do is to think about how long do you want to stay away. Is it going to be for 24 hours, is it for 2 days, is it for 1 week? Because if you don't have any predefined goal, you're most likely going to just pick up your phone in like 2 hours time and spoil the whole thing, right? This is social media, like this platform that you're literally almost addicted to. So it's not something you just leave to chance. So have a schedule of the day you're going to take the social media break, and also have a schedule of when you're intending to break the social media break. Also think about the platforms that you need to take the break from. Okay, there are a lot of social media platforms, but a lot of people don't include WhatsApp as one of them. Okay, so a lot of times you might take a social media break but decide to leave WhatsApp, especially if WhatsApp is like this very important platform for you to keep in touch with people. But sometimes you might also want to include WhatsApp. One of the things I did a couple of years back, that was in 2023, when I had my first WhatsApp, when I included WhatsApp into my social media break, really was to have an alternative WhatsApp number that I gave to my family and very close friends only. Okay, and the other WhatsApp was deactivated. So you have to think about these things. I don't particularly like the idea of going on a social media break and just blocking everybody, and just, it's not like maybe you're quarreling with people or anything, unless maybe it was spontaneously done, maybe because you were not in a very good state of mind. But if it's something that you're deliberately planning, then you should also plan for a way to really keep in touch with people that matter to you. You're not going to just go on social media break and leave everybody on ghost mode, because you might come back and a lot of those friends, the relationship might have been fractured, because a lot of people don't thrive well with friends ghosting them. So if you want to go on social media break, it's also helpful to understand what platforms am I going to be going on this break on, and who are the people who really matter to me that needs to reach out to me on these platforms. And then if you do want to like have a total blackout on all platforms, inform people who matter to you, people who should know. I've made that mistake a couple of times, and it's a mistake I don't intend to make again, where I go on social media breaks and I maybe forget to even inform some very important people. Sometimes it's not deliberate, I totally forget, like maybe when trying to make the list of people I need to inform, I make the list and mistakenly omitted someone who eventually now maybe not feels very upset that I did that. So it's something that you have to be intentional about, to ensure that the people who needs to know about your absence know about your absence and prepare for it in advance. Okay, then the next thing that you have to do, of course, is one no-brainer, is to uninstall your apps. You can't be on social media break and you still have your apps. It's going to be very tempting. Social media is like this, is like, will I say, drug or something. Every single minute that you have a small spare time, guess where you spend it on? Social media. If you're being true to yourself, you hardly pick up a book at those moments, or think of something else. It's always, oh, let me just check out something. And sometimes you even open these social media platforms and 1 minute gets to 3 minutes, and 3 minutes turns to 10 minutes turns to 1 hour, and you don't even remember exactly why you picked up your phone in the first place. So that's the reason why you have to uninstall every single social media app on your phone. That is a step. Within the first few days that you start your social media break, you're going to be having that impulse to just pick up your phone. But when you pick up your phone and realize, oops, there's no apps, you drop it back and go find something to occupy your time with. Now, when you uninstall your social media apps, that's when you actually remember that your phone actually has just a few things that you need, right? Because when your social media apps are no longer there, it's even more easier to keep your phone away. So that's the number 3 step. Now that those distractions are no longer on your phone, keep your phone away, okay? So unless you now want to use your phone to maybe make calls, or you want to use your phone to maybe play a game, or whatever else that you want to use your phone for, but you would realize that you can now keep your phone away. So I've talked about the things that you should do, right? When, like, the things you should do at least before you go on the social media break, right? But now that you're now on the social media break, what exactly do you now do? This is where the main problem lies for a lot of you, which is that now that you're on the social media break, your apps are no longer there, but you still have this impulse of, always picking up your phone, and then there's just no app there. You just now feel empty because there is nothing else that you've replaced that portion of time with. All right, nature abhors vacuum. You can't just leave a vacuum open without filling it in with something else. Whether it's a habit you're trying to break, you're addicted to social media and you're trying to break that habit, you can't break social media addiction if you don't find something else to fill in that vacuum with. And I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things that I fill in my own vacuum with when I'm on a social media break. Number 1 is to read. I read more during the times I'm on social media breaks, and I like to have my book anywhere I am. So that impulse of picking up phone, I'd rather now pick up a book. So whether it's physical books or audio books or ebooks, whatever book format, or it could even be podcasts or YouTube. When I'm on social media breaks as well, like YouTube becomes my favorite platform because, of course, there are a lot of educational things that I can always get on YouTube. So instead of, scrolling TikTok for 3 minutes, 1 minute short videos, I could always go on YouTube and watch longer form videos that are more educational, that spurs me and teaches me new stuff. Then the next thing that I also encourage you to fill your vacuum with is to go outside a little bit. Go outside and touch grass, take walks, go outside. A lot of times social media just makes you always indoors. You're always indoors, having this illusion of being in touch with your friends, but you're not even in touch with your friends, right? Because you have thousands of followers on social media, but in real life you're just alone. A lot of research has proven that the youths of these days are the loneliest and saddest. Can you imagine that despite all the amazing things that has already happened in the world, we are still lonely, we are still sad? It's because social media is only an illusion. Yes, you can meet amazing people on social media. I've met fantastic people on social media, but it does not entirely replace the need to see other people, even if it's people you don't even know. Just go outside, say hello to your neighbors, say hello to the taxi driver, say hi to the market women. Just go outside, okay? If you're a parent, good for you. You have kids, chat with your kids, gist with your kids, gist with your husband, gist with your wife, play with your toddler. And when you even start doing those things, you realize that you will totally forget about your phone. When I'm playing with my toddler, I don't remember my phone because he's such an energetic boy, very fun to play with, very enthusiastic. Why would I want to trade that to, for pressing my phone? Okay, so find something. So if you don't have someone at home to interact with or to play with, go outside. Okay, that is a very good way to keep yourself occupied when you're on social media breaks. The next thing that I noted here is meeting or calling friends. Okay, earlier this year I discontinued my usage of WhatsApp, and one of the reasons for this was because of what I mentioned before, which is the illusion that social media gives you, the illusion of closeness. So when you're on WhatsApp, you view your friends' statuses. In your head, you think you know how they are doing because you saw their Sunday picture. Being on social media breaks is a good time to really call your friends. I see a lot of posts these days where people are saying things like, I hate calls, I prefer you send me voice notes so that I can listen to your voice notes and be able to multitask with other things I'm doing, and all of those things. Those things might look really good on paper, but I had to unlearn it. I'd rather call you and we speak for only 5 minutes instead of sending you a voice note of 1 hour. When you're on social media breaks, call people. It doesn't have to be text all the time. It doesn't have to be voice notes all the time. Text can be from strangers and all of that. But for the people who are your friends, people who you really care about. Don't let the only thing you know about your friends be from their WhatsApp statuses. It is really, really bizarre that we are in a generation where you get to know that a friend is getting married only from their WhatsApp statuses. And mark the word friend. I'm not talking about acquaintances. Your friends should not know important things happening in your life on WhatsApp statuses. Your friends should not get to know that you had a baby or that you're expecting a baby just the same time when the rest of the world is getting to see it on your Facebook stories. It's really weird, and this is what like being consistently on social media does for you. Like, I do like what social media brings, but there are also a lot of other baggages it comes with and level of decadence it brings to the kind of friendships we have these days. So when you're on social media breaks, at least use that moment, right? Let's say for since the last 8 months, there's this very good friend of yours that you've never called in real time. It has been chats and chats and chats. When you're on social media breaks, take a moment to just place an actual call, or if they live close by or somewhere you can visit, go to their house and see how they are doing. Just move your relationship a little bit away from social media during that your social media break. Is really a good moment to restore the connection you have with your friends. Okay, another thing that I do when I'm on social media breaks is also to journal. I mean, I journal even when I'm not on social media breaks, but then when I'm on social media breaks, I barely miss a day. You right? Because I mean, I'm on social media break, so I have a lot of time now to do a couple of other things, like to journal, to reflect, think about my life, think about plans, visit my content dashboards, and just see how things are going, and then reflect on them and journal. So Apple gave us this nice journal app. They even recently upgraded it, so just I think it automatically comes into every Apple phone, because I never installed it. I just saw it inside my phone and I started using it. It's a very good journaling app, so you could use that, or you could use a physical journal, any kind of journal that you like. So basically, that is something I do when I'm on social media breaks as well. Then the final thing I'm going to share here that I do when I'm on social media breaks is that I create. Do you know that when you're on social media breaks, your creative juice flows more? Once you get into that balance where you're no longer missing social media, you're no longer thinking about Instagram, you're no longer thinking about what's happening out there without you, then you start thinking about what to do. Because a lot of times, overconsumption of content makes you create less, because now you have so many things. In fact, you might have an idea, you go online and now see more videos, and you're like, whoa, this is my own. I'm not going to do it. But when you're void of social media, you don't even know what's happening out there, you don't know what the latest gist is, you don't know what the latest gossip or whatever is going on, the latest person they are dragging. You now think through the things that you really want to do, and then you can start creating. You can start creating books, you could create journals, you could create videos, you could create podcasts, you could create ideas, and form the bedrock for the next phase of your life, or the next set of things that you want to start executing when you come out of your break. So social media breaks are really important. I mean, in my previous video that I shared before this one, I shared all the importance of taking social media breaks, and if you've not seen that video, please do well to see it. You don't need convincing, but I do know that if you watch that video, you would find more reasons to actually take social media breaks once in a while. The year is almost ending, and so many of us, even though our jobs don't depend on social media, has never had even a single day where we did not open any social media app. I think that is so unhealthy. I encourage going on social media breaks every quarter, but then I know not everybody can afford that, but just try to put it into your routine somehow. Don't wait until you're sick, don't wait until something is wrong with you, don't wait until you lose your phone or anything untoward happens to you. Just make it an intentional and deliberate step to take a social media fast, which is what some people call it, from time to time. I do hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments if you've taken any social media break this year, and if you haven't, let me know if you do intend to take one. Until I see you in my next video, bye for now.